This is my guitar tuner, but before we get started, I want to show this. This was my MP3 player from my first design. I wanted to make an Arduino powered MP3 player, but my solder joints got all messed up and I couldn't get any communication, so I scrapped that. And then this was a buzzer that I used originally right here, but this got fried too because my coworker said I didn't use the right resistor. So luckily the starter kit came with two. But little overview real quick. I used the buzzer to play the pitches of the notes, and the notes are in frequency hertz. So, and I connected it to the LCD screen. This is just a intro. It says guitar tuner by me. Yeah, I just used the liquid crystal example that we did in class for homework. Pretty easy to set up. Then I jumped that pin right here to potentiometer, so I can adjust the what do you say, darkness, so I can adjust the screen so it can be legible. And I'm controlling this through a serial monitor on the screen. And once I go to the code, I'll show you how it works. Alright, so this is my code that I wrote. Start off from the beginning. So this is we need to include the liquid crystal library for the LCD screen, so make sure to include that. And I wrote this code with the help of my coworker Ryan, and this right here is from the Arduino tutorial Tone, which I did to learn how to use the buzzer, and it included a library, as you see right here, that shows all the notes with the corresponding frequencies, so the buzzer will know at what frequency to play. Then going down, then I made an array of the notes that I will be using: the low E string, A, D, G, B, and high E. And again, this is the array that the buzzer notes are stored in the list above. And I defined the buzzer to be pin 6, so the buzzer pin is pin 6. And again, so these are the notes that are up there, so let's look for E4. E4 is right here, so that's telling the buzzer that to play at frequency 330 hertz. So yep, so now let's get back to the actual code. This is the same thing as I got from the liquid crystal homework. Set the buzzer pin to an output, and then for the LCD, I made the first line say guitar tuner and the second line say by me. And this is the same rate that we had it for the serial monitor, which is over here in the corner. Pull this up. Let's leave it right here so you can see. We'll use that later. So now let's go back to the meat and potatoes of the code. So it started off as a float, so the serial monitor can basically stay blank and won't have any noise and give any outputs or anything, so it basically stays clear. Then I made an if statement right here It says when I enter 1, the buzzer will play the low E string for us to tune. And I have this while statement right here, which will have a continuous loop of the low E string tone, because when you tune the guitar, sometimes it takes a long while to tune it, sometimes it doesn't. So I wanted to make a continuous loop so you can keep matching the note. And then we'll skip this for a second, and I made another if statement that says if you enter -1, the serial monitor and the buzzer will turn off. So that's how you have to turn it off to stop the buzzing. And then right here is the low. I have the LCD to print low E string, and which is the note, and the string 1. And on a guitar, the strings are numbered from low E to high E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yeah, that's about it. So turn it on, enter 1, it will print low E string, string 1. The buzzer will play of the low E string. Then to turn it off, you enter -1, and then it will turn off. Then again, I basically repeated this for all 6 notes. And so if I enter 2 now, it will play the A string, and again it will print A on string 2, and it will be a continuous loop. I'll keep playing, and yeah, then -1 again to clear it. And I repeated this all throughout the code. Then next I'll show you me actually tuning my guitar. Okay, I just realized that it's kind of hard to show you what I'm doing on my computer while I'm tuning my guitar and what my circuit is doing and the LCD screen is doing. So I'm going to show you real quick to see what it actually does. So first you want to open up the serial monitor right here in the corner, and we're going to use this to tell the Arduino what note we want to tune. So like it says in our code right here, we want to first tune the low E string, and the low E string is 1. So if we go to the serial monitor, type in 1, then send, there you go. The buzzer will output an E tone to tune your E string to. So the buzzer is ringing, see right there, and then on the LCD screen it says low E string. It's a little dark, so we'll change it a little bit. There you go, low E string and string 1. And again, like it said in our code, to turn this off, you have to type in -1, enter. Now the buzzer is off, the LCD screen is cleared, just like it says in our code. And we'll go on to the next note, and the next note is A string. See, A string is 2, so we'll go back to the serial monitor right here. We'll type in 2, enter. Now we get an A tone, get an A string right there. It's coming out A. Go to go to the LCD screen. It says A string, and I'll keep repeating this when I'm actually tuning my actual guitar. Alright, now I'm gonna actually tune my guitar. So I'm gonna start off. My guitar's pretty out of tune. I'm gonna start off with the E string, so I'm gonna type in 1, or the low E, so I'm gonna type in 1, enter. So now it says low E string, string 1. It's got an E tone coming out. So I'm gonna start tuning. I think it's pretty good matching. So now I'm gonna turn it off. Type in -1 to turn it off. Turned it off. LCD screen It's cleared. Now I'm going to go to the A string. Then I'm going to type in 2 for the A. Hit enter. So that's a little higher. It's a little too high. See, that's why I made it a while, because it's taking me a while. I want it to be a continuous loop till I get it. So I just want to do chromatic, see if it's the same. Pretty good, pretty good. So now I'm done with the A string. Type in -1 to clear it. Then I'm going to type in 3 to go into the next string, the D string, string 3. So we'll start tuning that. Pretty good, pretty good. Go chromatics again, see if it's good. Pretty good. -1 to clear it. Now I think I got a good guitar. Alright, and that's my Arduino project, guitar tuning. Thank you.